Hello, Sir here with a build guide on my Titan Shield Forever build. With this build, you should theoretically have a overshield up at most of the time. It'll be kind of hard for you to just straight up die. With this build, you're going to be using Behemoth subclass, and for this you can choose wherever you want here. I highly recommend using a Glacier Grenade though. For here, so that way you can get the stasis crystals. Combine that with Tectonic Harvest, so that way you can get the stasis shards when you break the stasis crystals. And to have Diamond Lens, so that way you can get the Diamond Lens when you shatter stasis, anything affected with stasis. Or if you just want like 3 fragment slots, so that way you can have up to 5 fragment slots. That's my main reason for using it. You then when you Whisper a Rhyme, so that way when you collect the stasis shard, you get an overshield. This is gonna help stack onto our overshields, cause this will stack with Heir Apparent overshield. So you're gonna want this on. Whisper a Torment optional. If you want to have it, you can put it on. Whisper a Rending. I highly recommend putting this on, so that way your kinetic weapon can just one tap the stasis crystal. Whisper Conduction, completely optional. I just have it on to make the shards more easier. If you don't want this on, you do not have to have it. Whisper Shards, I'll recommend having this, considering when you break your crystal, you get a boosted grenade recharge rate. For this, I'm going to use my Eyasluna with Headstone. Any stasis weapon with Headstone is okay to use. In Witch Queen, there would be a stasis SMG weapon that can also roll a Headstone. I may just replace this Eyasluna with that when that comes out. So if you won't use whatever stasis weapon, just make sure you have a Headstone. For the weapon of choice, secondary, I recommend using anything that can spawn Warmind cells, so that way you can get your sheltering energy. Iglo Shotgun spawns Warmind cells. Uzumi, I think, also spawn Warmind cells. I saw a video that says it's supposed to spawn it. I've not tested that myself though, but this also spawns it. You can use the Iglo Shotgun, Iglo's SMG. You can use any Seraph weapons, any weapon you feel like using that spawns Warmind cells, you can use that. But here, for the purpose of the Shield Forever build, we want to use Heir Apparent, so that way when we spin it up, we get an overshield. And that overshield stacks on top of, like, Rhyme. It can stack on top of One-Eye Mask. It stacks on top of Sheltering Energy. So you definitely want to have this. If you don't feel like you want it, you can switch it out for the, Gjallarhorn, Limited, Tractor Cannon, whichever one you feel like. Whatever is off you feel like. For the armor, I got for my exotic helmet, I'm using One-Eye Mask. So that way when a target hits me, it will highlight them. I defeat that target, I get an overshield. For the mod I have in it, I have Reactive Pulse. You do not have to have this. It's just what I wanted to put on. But you can have Reactive Pulse on here. You'll want Elemental Shard on, so I recommend having like a Stasis Gauntlets on. So that way you can put on Elemental Shards. That way your Stasis Shard counts as Stasis Elemental Wells for you. And you can put on whatever Kickstarter you want. Grenade Kickstarter or Melee Kickstarter. I recommend Grenade Kickstarter though. Then for your chest piece, I recommend putting Sheltering Energy on your chest piece, so that way you can do one of each of these, or you can do like arc, and then you should have enough for 3, whatever costs 3 here. So I recommend putting your Sheltering Energy in your chest piece. Sheltering Energy is going to give you an overshield when you collect Warmind cells, which is why you want this. For your leg piece, you're going to have Elemental Charge. That way, when you pick up elemental wells and stasis shard counts as elemental well, you'll become charged with light by picking these up. This will help you on your protective light, and it will also help you with reactive pulse. Like I said, reactive pulse is optional. You do not have to have that. I would put protective light on, because why not add on to that extra bit of survivability you have. Okay, thank you for watching. This is the end of me talking about the build. I'm going to show off a little bit of my Titans on fashion. For anybody that's curious, this is what my Titan look like. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video.